what would you say? This is a dice and cup routine. I'm so used to calling it the cups and balls routine. I'm so used to managing 3 cups and 3 balls at once. But in a way, routine is pretty beautiful because you get the pure core simplicity, just 1 cup and 1 ball, and you get all the focuses here. It's a really nice, beautiful close-up piece. And like, it has to be, because it's so simple, it has to be rigged. Nothing more than just good intellect, which is beautiful. Just a regular cup and a little dice. And for the sake of completion, we'll actually do the full performance. So this is my dice cup routine. We've got a dice cup here, we've got a dice here, and they can both be examined by a spectator. They can check out this dice, they're like, ooh, this is cool. And then you got the cup, gambling cup here, and check it out. They want to be above board and make sure everything's fair, which is kind of ironic considering it's a gambling style cup. Anyway, so both things are examined, and I let everything be played with because I don't want you to think I'm using any kind of trick cup or anything of that nature. Okay, so here's the puzzle for everyone. Take the dice, and would you say it is underneath the cup or inside my pocket? And however the answer, let's say they say underneath the cup, I would say, so you've seen this trick before, and you know very well about this trick. Okay, so we're going to try this again. But I first want to have a little bit of fun, since we really have fun with these dice. These are so cool. You can get from here, toss it up, it comes back over here. I can get this little dice and I can take it, brush it away, comes back right over here. It's a cool little dice. I can get it, I can toss it right on through. You can check it out for yourself. They can lift it up and they see the dice goes right on through. Fascinating. And I should mention beforehand that I want to be extra fair as I do this trick, because I don't want you to think I'm cheating in some shape, form, or manner, because I want to actually be above board as I do this trick, because cheating is just, I don't know. I just feel like honesty is the best policy, you know? Okay, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to get this dice, and I might as well let you in on a little secret. I'll let you in on a little secret. Sometimes I get dice, I only pretend to put in my pocket. And then I sneak underneath the cup to get the dice there. Here's the thing though. If I really do get this dice, okay, and I really do, no sleight of hand, put inside my pocket, how many should be underneath the cup? People should say 0. There's always that one person who says 1. And to you I say, why not? Quite lovely. But I want to take it further. If I get this dice, again, no sleight of hand, if I put it underneath my pocket, or back into my pocket, how many should be underneath the cup? And they would answer 0, but really we want to say 1, and they can lift up themselves and say, you go. It's a big one. Oh, that's great. And I don't want you to miss this one, otherwise you'll miss this one as well. And there you go. I thank you. I hope you guys, everyone had a wonderful one. And yeah, it's a great effect. So that is the full routine. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and we're going to get into the explanation like right now. Why not? It's just, first I should compliment the inherent beauty in this, in that it uses the absolute minimum of props, gets a maximum effect, and it's like almost anytime, anywhere. You can just gather the props. It feels impromptu. You just gather them secretly, the loads, whatever they may be. It doesn't have to be dice. It could be, I encourage lemons and kiwis, anything you can get your hands on that could fit inside the cup, and then just go right into the effect. But it's just something I really want to create for the students of this lesson. Just want to really give back and give them something special, and they got to learn their very first magic lesson. That's something really amazing. I just want to comment on that. So, getting to the setup and explanation, we've got a cup, opaque. You want it to be large enough to hold loads. The side of the cup is the size of the load, but just make sure you can actually pick it up along the sides. Otherwise, if it's too big, you can't pick it up properly. Then it's no bueno. Okay? No good. No good. So we want that so you can be able to fit loads inside. And two objects. It could be dice, You know, that's what I like to use. You can use, I've been to private events, or what I've done is I've actually, hold on, let me straighten my leg. What I have done is I have actually used like just napkins. I just rolled them into little wads. And it was beautiful because it seems so impromptu. I fold them up, these little napkin balls, into 3 little balls. And did cups and balls effect, which is great. So anything that you can use, don't use cherries. They don't work well. It gets your hand all sticky. But yeah, just anything that can work, like little balls, whatever you can manipulate. So 2 of those. And then the loads, whatever you want to use. I use a blue and red dice, but again, use whatever and make it contextual to your routine. At the end, if you're talking about like some amazement or some buildup of an effect, is it themed to something? Is it themed to a birthday party? Then you can do a little tiny doll or something. I don't know, but just you can make the loads. These ones you're personal to you. So set up these 2 dice. Go into the recessive pocket. I use jacket pocket. You use back pocket, whatever you want. We have 2 objects. I will just call them dice for context. One goes into the cup, and one goes into the dominant pocket, be it the jacket pocket or the front pocket. Okay? Or even back pocket, whatever. It's just dominant side. Okay? And that's it. You're all set up. Just 2 loads away. The extra load right there. The extra dice right there. Dice and cup. You're all set. Okay? So to begin, we toss it. We say, I want to show you guys something special, or everyone hears something special. And we show off the cup. Dice can be examined, and you want to be fair up front. So you let them examine it, great, and then you're going to begin the effect. You want to start by flipping the cup over, because it'll make the effect a lot easier. Trust me, I've tried. So we now do use the false transfer, which we just learned earlier. Fake take, or fake take. Not false transfer, fake take. Fake take it to the pocket where the dice is at, so you can grab up the extra dice. And we offer them a puzzle, and this little puzzle sets up the entire trick. We ask them by lifting with the forefinger, middle finger, and thumb. We just lift up the cup, just straight up and down. And it's only once. You can do it twice, as I think I did in the routine, but you really only need to do it once. You lift up as you ask, would you say the dice is underneath the cup or inside the pocket? And again, the beginning wording for the context of it, let me put that back. Dice cup. And if I were to take this dice, now is to place it away, would you say it's underneath the cup, or would you say it's underneath the inside the pocket? And they would answer however they wish. And in the case that the answer the cup first, then you go, you've seen this trick before, very good. You compliment them, or something to that nature. It's just you want to generally get them involved in the trick, so you encourage them. So it's some encouraging statement. If they answer the pocket, you would answer, yeah, that's what I said the first time I saw this trick. Or something encouraging, like, I'm with you, I'm supporting you, not, you're wrong. Because that's just the worst feeling ever. You're wrong. It's tasteless to me. So, we've however the answer, you say, it goes to the cup, encouraging statement. We transfer the cup to the other hand, and the other hand that has secretly had the load. So, again, get it out of the pocket, lift up, they see it, whoa! Transfer the cup to the other hand, first finger, middle finger, and thumb. Dice is secretly there, which we stole out of here. Now we set the cup down, boom, and now we show this dice. And we're here. And I'm thinking, this is just my personal thoughts, and this is why I did in the routine. I'm like, if you're already here at this point, why not just have a little bit more fun with it, So then from here, wow, this is bright. I need my shades. So what we do from here is we finger palm transfer. We can give it a toss, or we can vanish it, whatever your style. You produce it, elbow, knee, spectator, whatever is contextually good, produce it, okay? And then from here you transfer to the other hand, doing a little patty cake if you want. And then just fake take. You can rub it away, you can do whatever you want. And then produce it again, along the other sleeve, spectator's other shoulder. You play with what feels right for you. Then after that, then we toss the other hand again. And now it's in dominant hand. And now it does a transfer, a false finger palm transfer. And then we vanish it with a tossing gesture. We can toss inside there. You can go like this, over it, toss, you know, just play around with, again, what works for you, what's magical for in your context. I want everyone to be expressive. Then we can lift up with either hand. If it's this hand, then we can transfer it. If it's this hand, we're all good to go. Lift it up, and then we set back down. So that's technically phase 2 right there. Just that transferring and then resetting to that phase. And then the third phase is just really, really fun. It's just a bunch of just me being silly. We just pretend to put it away, doing a false finger palm transfer. And then we lift underneath, showing the extra, the one that was already hidden underneath, loading the next one. And then just repeat that sequence over and over and over again. False finger palm transfer. I'm not supposed to flash it, I'm only flashing for educational purposes. Sneak underneath, show that one, and reload. Just same thing, ad infinitum. And it's a really cool sequence. You could just do it. I just do it till I was meeting a guy named Mike Wong, who I actually can't believe I'm doing this for the context of this. A famous magician named Mike Wong who did a trick called Dragon Thread, restoring the thread. And at the end of it, he says you just either you do it until they love you or they hate you, or something to that nature. I might be paraphrasing. So that's the idea. You just keep on doing it until they love or hate it, if you want, jokingly. Or not, to your style. Maybe you could just do a couple times till they get the joke. You're like, oh my gosh. And until the people get the reaction. And general rule is, no matter what, or general guideline is, once you get the reaction, stop and take a break. And appreciate it. Just stop. You don't have to keep on going. You want them to be impressed, let the audience react, and then continue. So after you do this spiel over and over and over again, let's just assume we've done that already. We've had our gags and our byplay, and now you want to let them in on the secret. And you say, okay, actually, rather than doing that, I'll let you in on a little secret. And you actually kind of teach it to them. So you say, sometimes I just fake transfer. You skip all the steps of actually teaching them. You just say, sometimes I pretend to transfer it. I grab the dice, and I sneak underneath to bring out the dice. And he will go, oh, okay, I get it, okay. And they're following, which is great. But now that you taught them and let them in, they think you're being honest at that point, or they put a lot of faith and trust in you. So if I take this dice and I really put it inside my pocket, no sleight of hand, nothing's tricky, and you can be open about this, because like as you're just taking the dice and doing this, I usually like to be very open and honest like this in gestures. How many should be underneath the cup? And they go 0. One guy or gal, one person will always say, sorry, I'll just say inclusive, they. Okay, so I feel inclusive. One person will always say, it's like 1. So then you lift up, toss forward, and that's the misdirection when you lift it up, or they can even lift it up. They're amazed. Wait, what? Oh, actually, no, you do on the bigger load. This one, on the big loads, you let them lift. On this one, you lift it, and then you can nudge it forward for extra misdirection. And they're focusing on that dice for a second and saying, how? How is there 1? And there's a little focus of heat here, very little. So all the heat's here. So by this point, you're doing the load up. And again, it has to be 80-20. You don't, and I'm going to show you and save you the effort of learning. You don't want to try to do 60-40, because then you're flashing. You're trying to cover. You want it to just barely come out of the pocket, and cup makes distance. Boom, relax. And by relaxing, it naturally comes to it. If you're trying to force it and then go like this, it creates tension. There's a direct path. But by relaxing, there's less tension. You relax, the audience relaxes. It's a give and take. And you can observe this even outside magic. Just notice you relaxing and notice how people relax. It's kind of cool. So we lift up, toss forward, 80-20. If you've got a table, you've got more of a shade to work with. So there's less flash. You're standing, not as difficult as you would think. You just go forward with it, come forward, assuming you have a table. boom, the audience reacts, and you just do the 80-20, loading the dice right here. Okay, and I'm doing it slow so you can maybe flash so you guys can learn, but normally I just do it boom, boom, they see it, they're reacting, all the audience attention is over here, this is totally out of frame, and they're not focused on this, and now I set up the load. And the load, just load it on it, is being held by the pinky, okay? Pinky is what holds it, and it's only there for a second, so you load it on up, and you immediately set it down. So you're set. So again, how many are there? One, audience focus is there. And I'm doing this while standing, so it seems like it's best ideal learning experience for everyone. So boom, boom, boom. Comes over here, 80-20, load it on up, set it down. No focus here because all the focus is here. Then we are now at the good point. We say, if I take this dice and I put it inside the pocket, how many should be underneath the cup? They say 1, they say none, they say everything. For people who say 1, I say go check it out. And they say 1, there is 1. One giant one. And as they're reacting to this, that is when we come back for the second load. We load it on up, same as before. Show this one, put attention on this one as you set this one down. And then you can transfer back and say, if you missed this one, and then you can peel back the cup. You probably missed that one as well, and people react, OMG, and they go crazy. So again, it's just 80-20 and being able to time it. So show it, boom. Okay. Oh, sorry. If I put this one away, blah blah blah. Let me go back. Okay. So here we go, and I showed you how to do it, putting it away when I'm sneaking underneath the cup. Okay, but here's the thing: I taught them how to do it. You should give them an explanation. I should put value into saying that you should give them an explanation, so now they have a secret of what's going on. Okay. So if I really do take this one and I put it inside my pocket, how many should be underneath the cup? They should say none because they feel encouraged because you taught them that. Or we're giving an explanation anyways, and then show that one. Nudge forward, then you go ONG, their focus is over here, not here, so you don't have to worry. You should also be putting focus here as you're loading up. The loading up should not take away from it. You just naturally do it without thinking eventually. Just do it a couple times, and eventually it'll just come second nature, which is really great. Set it down. You don't keep it here for a long time. Again, it's being held by the pinky. You don't leave it here for a long time, you just set it down. Okay, got the dice, and you say, but if I really put this one away, how many should be underneath the cup? Now people are saying 0, there should be 0, but now they're thinking 1, and they're thinking it's tiny 1, they're not thinking the big one. Yay! And if you want to make sure there's misdirection, you can make sure you can tap it, and then you can come over. This is what I've seen the bartenders do if they do cups and balls. I notice they always do this. Boom, boom, boom. And then it's just like hop. I don't know why. Maybe it creates that little misdirection to make sure there's nothing lodged in there. And then they come back and load, and the audience reacts to comes back to this one. You're going back to A and B while you're secretly doing C. I don't know. There's just lots of thoughts in this. Anyways, then we misdirect for this one. As we sit down, we look at the dice. We have natural misdirection, and then I say, if you miss this one, you might have missed this one as well. Happens. And then people react to that one. But yeah, that's my general thoughts on the cup and ball routine. I'll call it, I should give it a fancy title. I don't even have a title for it. Dan's cup and ball routine, because it's like the most simplistic, pure, and I gotta be honest with everyone here, whoever watches this far in, it's like literally the most simple and pure version of cup and ball. There's nothing extra. You just get that real surreal moment, get the surprise and the core essence, and just being able to do it. And so you don't have to worry so much about the cups and balls routine. You get to actually be there and interact with the audience and really enjoy the amazement that they got to do without all the hard work and practice and everything. I mean, you put in the practice, but efficient practice. There's nothing extra to it. There's nothing too difficult. It's just 2 moves and the other loads and stuff like that. So I really want to bring it to everyone for the lesson, and hope you enjoyed it. Put a lot of work into that, and I want to make it special for everyone who chose to learn it or whichever. Anyways, keep on being amazing and talk to everyone soon. Thank you.